Hey Capricorn Nation, this is Capricorn Tales that you're watching. If you're new to the channel, my name is Tyler. I am a Capricorn. I have 4 Capricorn placements. I have a Capricorn Sun, a Rising. I also have a Venus, and I also have my North Node is Capricorn 2. This channel is dedicated to all my fellow Capricorns out there. And all my other Capricorns that have been patiently waiting for the reading, everybody that's been watching the channel, I am so sorry. It has taken me a very long time. I had to visit family, and it seems like visiting family, sometimes you don't have any time to yourself, apparently. And then we were on the road and had a series of breakdowns, so it's been a long time, and I sure have missed being here, so I'm back. And we're going to see, I'm going to take everything right now, day by day, but let's get started on the reading. I'm going to do a little small reading, and I'm staying at a hotel right now. So, alright, again, my name is Tyler. You're watching Capricorn Tales. It's dedicated to all my fellow Capricorns out there, and I hope you guys are having a fabulous summer. I know it's coming to a close. Some of you have kids back in school and stuff like that, too, so... And we do have Venus is still in retrograde, and then also we do know that Mercury is going retrograde after that. So, if nothing's been happening for you guys, you Capricorns, don't worry. You know what? Venus has been retrograding. And again, we're going to be going into Mercury retrograde too, so that's okay. I mean, if you start any kind of relationship during that, it's usually, you know, something that's not really stable and stuff like that. We're going to see what the cards say. And what kind of situation comes up. If this sounds like your story, your situation, don't forget to tap that like button, guys. Also, subscribe to the channel. I'm working on doing my best to be able to come back and do more readings more frequently as well. Alright, let's get started. So, I shuffled the cards, and I took out 5 cards here, and then we're going to check on the bottom of the deck here, and then there was these 3 cards here that fell out. So, we'll look at those after the reading and see what comes up. Alright guys, I use the Steampunk Tarot. It's one of my favorite. I can't seem to find right now my other tarot cards, so this is going to be a short reading as well. Okay guys? Alright, let's get started. Here we go. Alright, so we do have the King of Swords. Now that is air energy, guys, as we know, the King of Swords. He's a very methodical person, right? You know, he has very high standards as well. He could have some kind of job that has to do with the law and, you know, some kind of businessman as well. And, you know, but he's very disciplined as well with himself. He's very quiet. You guys could have Aquarius in your chart, or you could have Libra or Gemini, okay, because that is air energy. And I'm just going to go with the cards as, you know, you can put the role wherever you want. We all have feminine masculinity in us. Sometimes we become more masculine and less feminine, and sometimes we have to become more feminine over masculine. So always keep that in mind as well. Alright, so there's a King of Swords. Let's see. Some of you guys could be dealing with somebody who resembles a King of Swords. You could be dealing with some kind of law situation as well, because he is connected to the law, you know. Oh, look at Capricorn. Look at, there's Empress. Ooh, I love her. She's one of my favorite ones. If you see the energy in her hands like that, you know, she's got her hands on her stomach right there. And that's her solar plex, right? You know, and then that hand, it kind of reminds me, in this deck, she reminds me of the Magician with the Empress, right? You know, because she's a very powerful woman, right? So either you guys could be connecting with somebody who resembles this King of Swords, and because he looks like he's looking at her, right? He's looking at this Empress, so there could be somebody in your environment that's been keeping an eye on you, Capricorn, so keep that in mind as well. The Empress, she's a divine feminine. She's very creative. You guys could be working on some kind of creative endeavor, so you might have to get some kind of contracts put up together or something for something, that idea or something that you've been birthing, if it has nothing to do with a relationship. So take that how it fits, alrighty? But if this is somebody who's been watching you, Capricorn, he thinks you're very beautiful. He sees you as an amazing, abundant and person. You know, you got a lot to offer. He sees you as a very because it represents motherhood. Some of you guys could be getting pregnant as well, so remember that. But sometimes fertility also, we know, has to do with our ideas, our goals, things that we're working on. Okay. But if it's a relationship, he does. He sees you as his mother, as his mother figure. Maybe he wants to start a family with you. Also, in this deck with the Empress, she can be a political figure herself as well. So, you could be, if it's not you, maybe the person that you have your eye on has, some kind of political thing going on. Also, this Empress here, she's connected to the moon. So if the moon comes out, just know that whoever's connecting with this reading, if this moon comes out, just know. But we're going to see. But you can see her hands are at the root of her power, which is the solar plex, right? And then she's got that manifesting hand, like the magician as well. Basically, the Empress creates from the very core of her being. Everything that she's experienced, she uses. So artists especially, I like to say that artists especially like to use, especially, people that might work with their hands, they work with their emotions, and they're very artistic in nature. You could also be an actor, actress, something in the arts as well, or you could be, make jewelry, you could do lots of creative things, okay? But a lot of, I notice, like with me, because I make jewelry and I do other stuff, everything comes from my core. Like, every experience that I've experienced goes into my work. So there could be other Capricorns out there like me that understand what I'm saying there. So, okay, so remember that too. And also, this Empress in the steampunk is connected to birth and death as well. So if we get, Scorpio in there too, that might be also of significance as well. So keep that in mind. All right, next card, Knight of Pentacles. You know what? The Knight of Pentacles, being in the middle of the reading, just to me, because the Knight of Pentacles, he's not really my favorite card, but he is very earthy. He is Virgo. He's also Capricorn, and he's also Taurus, right? And I know Taurus, next year is supposed to be Taurus's year as well. Also Capricorn, still, alrighty. So you guys might have Taurus, Virgo in your chart. They might have Taurus, Virgo in their chart. That Knight of Pentacles is very slow. Slow as molasses, right? Because he's always taking a practical approach. He's thinking, before he acts as well. But he also understands how the world works because, as he's taking his time being methodical, understanding things. That Knight of Pentacles, he's very in tune with people. With the Empress too, you could be some kind of healer as well, Capricorns, or you could be, there could be somebody in your life that might be smitten with that's a healer too. I know with me, my hands, I have a lot of healing energy in my hands, in my touch. So I forgot to tell you that as well with that. Yeah, but that Knight, because he's very reliable, he's very practical, he does make decisions very, very slow, like the little hare, and the turtle, the tortoise in the hare. Alrighty, so, which is kind of funny to me because that Knight of Swords energy, that King of Swords energy, I'm sorry, that King of Swords, this guy here, and the Knight of Pentacles, right, they're both very methodical in a way. So, if this is a relationship and there's somebody checking you out or vice versa, you put the role where it is, it could be because the Knight of Pentacles is also related to us, right, because this is Capricorn reading. But maybe you guys are very, very similar, okay? Or maybe if this isn't a relationship, it could be that whatever work that you're working on, some creative endeavor that you've been really working on, planning, putting a lot of energy into. You might have been, putting up a business plan. That's what I see with the Knight of Pentacles too, and all of that. So keep that in mind too, because there's two different stories here, I feel. Ooh. 5 of Swords, okay. Well, you see that guy in the red top hat, right? He knows, these people really want to, come at him, right? So, you could have somebody in your environment, Capricorn, because this would be you, right? But, you see this man right here and this woman, right? They're coming at him. But he's standing firm, right? You might have somebody in your environment, especially, if you're about to take off, whether it's in a creative endeavor or with, some kind of relationship. Like, to me, it seems like maybe some high profile type relationship as well, or some kind of high profile job. You're going to have people being envious of you, wanting what you have, things like that. That's just the lay of the land. So watch out for anybody that has any hidden agenda or anything like that. And again, so if the moon shows up, that could be a something to think about. Watch who you share things with, Capricorn, because not everybody has our best interests at heart. Trust me, I know. And, most people, not all people, want to see you succeed, right? Because it's like, if you succeed and they stay where they're at, it becomes this gap, right? And so just watch out for people that are trickery and, deceptive and stuff like that. But it could just be, also maybe you're being deceptive to yourself. You're deceiving yourself. You're not seeing things correctly. Maybe you're having this little battle artistically, because I would want to say that for that artistically right here. So really trust yourself, okay, Capricorns? Just know, like, you're the Empress, right? You're freaking badass, right? You're, like, awesome. So just remember that, okay? And remember to watch your thoughts as well. Make sure they match. That don't swim upstream. Go with the flow. Go with the flow, okay? So if this Five of Swords has nothing to do with anybody in your environment, maybe, take a real good look, and maybe you might be kind of butting heads with yourself about some kind of business thing or something like that. So try to go with the flow. Tell the universe what you want. Feel it, know it, trust it, right? Okay, so, and then what do we got here? See, look at that, the Fool. The Fool is about the new beginnings. Now, it's number 0 in the tarot, right? So basically with the Fool, it's like acting quickly, right? Jumping in, stuff like that. So it could be that this person, right, they, maybe they've been keeping an eye on you, Capricorn, and, maybe they had to battle something within their own life, too, as well. I don't know your story, your situation, so I can just tell you what the cards say. But if it's a relationship, or even with your own creative thing, if it's something and it feels right to you guys, just jump right in, right? Just jump right in, take the initiative, right? That's what the Fool is all about. There might be some kind of unexpected opportunity that's going to come your way. And, you got to make a choice. But it could be, a really great new beginning for you, a new fresh start. Try not to argue with yourself. Kind of go with how you feel and what matches, what direction you want to go. If it doesn't feel good, it doesn't, and the difference between telling yourself it doesn't feel good and it doesn't feel good. Okay, guys? You know all that, right? You may not know the next step, the next phase, even with a relationship. Maybe relationships are something that you haven't really spent time on, because Capricorns, we're very busy working, right? That's our thing. And relationships usually take a back burner, I think, when we get older. And that could be also something, maybe you and this person are very similar, because we do have the King of Swords with the Empress and that Knight of Pentacles, right? So, maybe you guys are very much the same, all right? And maybe you both have had people in your life that are not faithful, they're not honest, some of you guys could be in a title or position as well that's high up there, and so, so you get these kind of people all the time, right? But this is just something to look out for, because of the Five of Swords in that position right there. So just remember that too. You guys may have to travel to see each other, right? It's just also the Fool is about trusting the unknown, trusting that what you can't see, right? Another time I'll tell you about my Route 66 journey, because I kind of can relate to that as well. Being able to not know exactly where I was going, but to have faith and trust that it's going to take me where I need to go, and it kind of did, and I'll talk about that another time. But just know that sometimes it can take a long time, because the road can have some windy, turvy, twisty things going on, right? So just enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride, all right? I know this is about making a practical approach, but sometimes, you know, when we're doing something that we love, sometimes we just gotta jump all in and take each step as it comes, because, you know, we're Capricorns. You're gonna land on your feet. I promise you, you will land on your feet. Okay, so we're gonna see what's on the bottom of the deck. Ooh, see, like what I'm talking about, the Magician, right? Did that? Well, here we go, right? Here's the Magician. Oh, look at the Seven of Cups is right underneath there too. Okay, now with the Seven of Cups, you know, it's about having to make choices, right? Maybe this relationship, you could talk to an older Capricorn, and maybe it's somebody, it could be somebody that you knew when you were younger, you know, not somebody you dated maybe, because I don't see it as somebody that you dated before. I think it's a new thing with the Fool, but it doesn't mean it's not somebody that you didn't know or you don't know, okay, guys? And maybe you guys never thought about each other because you guys had a lot of choices, you know, a lot of things going on. But look, here it is. Right, there's the Magician and the Empress, right? All right, so, which I find interesting because she's got that. Right, look. And check it out, he's holding a cups too. So you could be dealing with somebody who's got a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio as well, or if you have, or that could be you. You also could be dealing with somebody with a fire sign, you know, Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries as well. Or you have that in your chart. See how she's holding her stomach with her hand where he's holding his cup. So this could definitely be about a really cool love situation where you guys are basically on the same level. So, you know, you guys are mature, you've experienced a lot of things in life, that's how I feel. And you guys could be manifesting each other, alrighty? You know, you guys could have the same dreams, goals, and aspirations, Capricorn. And I think this is such a fabulous reading, I really do. Myself, personally, it's very encouraging for me. Alrighty, so just know, again, as like this Empress and the Magician as well, right? So you do want to watch your thoughts. Sometimes when we have a lot of choices or a lot of options, you know, we kind of can tend to weigh them out too much and take too long. So you don't want to do that. Just kind of go with your gut. Trust yourself. Go what feels right, Capricorn. Always go with what feels right. Because we know with the Magician, we can be very, very powerful manifestors, all right? Some of us are manifestors, you know. I did this one thing, and I am a very powerful manifestor myself. I forget that sometimes, so I have to constantly watch my thoughts. So, you guys, like I said, you guys could have really manifested each other. I feel like this connection that's going to take place, I feel it's going to be a very magical experience. Or if you're already in a relationship, Capricorn, then it has to do with some kind of creative endeavor, and it's going to take off in a magical way, probably an unexpected way. That's how I feel it, right? As long as you're feeling it, you're allowing it. Feel it, allow it. Feel it, allow it. Okay? Then you create it, right? So, this could also, the Magician could also be a sign, like maybe you haven't had a lot of faith in yourself. So this to me was encouraging for me personally, because yeah, my faith, because it's been a very challenging summer for me. So my faith has kind of wavered. But I also do morning pages every day. Almost every day. I don't always get it done. Sometimes I go a month without it, but I find that when I do it, I get the junk out of my head, first off, and secondly, a lot of things I talk about do manifest, okay, in my daily life in sometimes strange and magical ways too. It's like the universe letting me know that they hear me, okay? So I think somebody else needs to hear that as well. So it could be like maybe in relationships, maybe you think that you're never gonna, you know, meet anybody on your level, Capricorn, as well, and or you know, maybe you're worried about some kind of creative thing that you're doing. All right, maybe it's something really obviously is something from the core of your being, right? With that Empress there, so you know, with the Magician coming up, it just wants to remind you to really know how super smart, super skilled you are, Capricorn. Know it, okay? So just know that you're very, very powerful. So you just trust in you and trust the process of life, okay? Because I'm telling you, if you can do that, life will always respond accordingly as to how you see it, all right? And it's okay if we doubt a little bit. You know, that's what doubt does, though. Doubt, you know, shows us more of what we want and what we want to experience and what we no longer want to experience. So just remember that as well. So just trust in yourself, Capricorn. All right, now, let's see. We got 3 cards here. We got the first one. Ooh, the Knight of Swords. Here we go. The Knight of Swords. All right, so after all of this, okay, with the Knight of Swords, we know this Knight of Swords is very swift movement, right? Swift movement, swift action and everything. So I think once we go through all of this, know that, you know, the only problems really I see in the reading is that 5 of Swords. It could be internal or external, but usually it's an internal thing that becomes external because our external environment is a reflection of us inside, okay? So keep that in mind. Don't forget that as well. So, but we have that Knight of Swords. So this, I find, look, we have the King of Swords and the Knight of Swords. So you could be dealing with somebody who has air in their chart. I try not to get into that as much as the cards and the reading, what the story's trying to say. But this person, maybe, you know, once the summer's over, you know, maybe they're going to take swift action and move right in and say, you know what, Capricorn, I am ready. You know, maybe they're busy. You know, we all got lots of things going on, yeah. I know I've been very busy myself, so. But it's also about, you know, being on a mission, right? You know, it's logical. It's making a strategic plan, which I find very interesting because you got this Knight of Pentacles as well, right? Look, that Knight of Pentacles there. So that, I feel like, to me, I think the Swords and the Pentacles go hand in hand. Like in this deck especially, I love the Queen of Swords as well as the Queen of Pentacles. So I find that Capricorns, we do have that Swords nature as well because we're methodical, I find, you know, because we're very business sense. You got to be methodical for that. So again, with the Knight of Swords there, it could be, you know, it could be some kind of experience that went on when you were young. So maybe, you know, it's an idea that you've had since you were young. Or maybe it's a person you knew when you were young. Like I said, you know, you guys never had a relationship. So I don't see, right now, I don't see any anything that would indicate that, okay? All I know is, you know, maybe whatever this is going to cause a stir with other people, right? You know, other people in their environment and stuff like that as well. Okay. Ooh, now, look. There's the moon. There's the moon, guys. Okay. So this could be taken 2 ways. Now, we know that the moon is also Pisces. You guys could be dealing with a Pisces as well, okay? So we have Pisces. We also have Earth, and we have air, okay? Technically, hey, no barking. I'm in the middle. Please, thank you. Good boy. Okay, so there could be something hidden, you know. Maybe they're hiding right now. Maybe you don't even know who it is, you know. Maybe they haven't let you on, Capricorn. But again, watch out for people with hidden agendas, people that, you know, because if this is a high-profile relationship or, you know, this takes your career, your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, Capricorn, to the next level, you're always, always, always going to have this stuff come up, right? So again, you could be connected to a Pisces. I see that Cancer in there too. So to me, you know, there's the Cancer and the Pisces. So that might be significant. You might have that in your chart, or the person that either you have your eye on or has their eye on you, or both, because you guys manifested each other, though. Okay? And, oh, look it. And there you are. Oh, I love it. Okay. So there's the devil. So, again, some of you guys, I feel, because we are Capricorn. Capricorn is the devil, right? I feel like whoever this person is, you know, they're going to, you know, resemble a air water sign. I mean, they could have Earth in their chart too, Capricorns, but I feel like whatever happens is going to be swift moving. It's going to happen very, very fast, right? And again, you know, people could get jealous. So just remember that, depending on the type of person that comes up, and or, you know, all of that. So keep that in mind. Somebody could be keeping some kind of secret from you. Like, hey, Capricorn, I really like you. I think you're so beautiful and you're amazing. You're awesome. And, you know, I've known you all this time. And, well, now I'm coming out from under the woodworks, right? And going to let you know how I feel, right? You know, the moon also represents taking your time, kind of like the Knight of Pentacles as well, taking your time before acting as well, because, you know, you want to, especially if it comes with career, like, so you're already in a relationship and this is about your career, you know, you definitely want to take time, but I expect Capricorns to do that. So it's the other side, the air side, you know, sometimes they take a lot, you know, they're pretty fast moving. But with this Knight, King of Swords there, he's gone through all of that. He's done all of that. So, you know, he's the King of Swords. So keep that in mind. That's a good thing. Alrighty. Don't try to hold anything inside too with that Devil, that it's all consuming and it's, you know, it can become addictive as well, okay? And don't let other people consume you too, like these Five of Swords type people. You know, let them say or think whatever they want to say, Capricorn. You know what? At the end of the day, they don't really matter. You know what matters is, you know, whatever it is that you want to achieve, whether it be a relationship or a goal, a dream that you had since you were young, because we do have the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. And so I think this is really, really great. If this sounds like your story, I'd love to hear from you. Also, don't forget to tap the like button and subscribe to the channel. And I'm going to do my best now that I don't have a lot of people around distracting me. I'm back to where I was before I took my journey. I'm hoping to be able to do more readings like this. So I'd love to hear from all you people that have subscribed to the channel. I know I have some of you guys have been leaving comments. Thank you so much, and I look forward to hearing from you. And I hope this is very helpful. I hope you have a great day. I love you guys very much. Go Capricorn! Aloha.